around the world. Okay. Today is the day, the International Day of Peace. Yay! Okay. I hope everyone are happy, are as well. You are at peace right now, and I hope today is a good day for every one of us. And now let's be ready to have another story that we are preparing from our friends. Uh, Number one, I'd like to introduce you to our speaker of today. Okay, number one is Mustafa. Okay. Hi, Mustafa. Okay.
Hi
Yes,
you
great.
guys, how's it
Okay,
going? Can you
good.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's good. All right,
Okay.
pleasure meeting you guys up. I saw most of you yesterday, but I was in a cafe. It was crowded, my cell reception was bad, so yeah, I couldn't really continue. So I'm really happy to see lovely faces today and share my story with you guys.
Okay, good. I want to introduce you who you are, Mustafa. Uh, we call him Mustafa Afghani from Afghanistan. He calls himself a jack of all trades. He is also a former co-founder, teacher, and a former co-founder, teacher, and manager of RLN, a refugee school in Puncak, Bogor, in Indonesia. He is here today to share his story of how he running away as teenagers from Afghanistan in search of peace and a better tomorrow. I met Mustafa in 2017, and through that friendship, Mustafa came to our program, Life Matter course. This is international program by Initiative of Change, 7 days program in Bogor in West Java. And through that program, Mustafa shared with us how his life and also his experience about finding change and peace within himself. And until now, Mustafa is active in what he is doing, and especially he is now starting a new business in Jakarta. You can tell us later in the breakout room, Mustafa, about your business. As this is part of the struggling for refugee like Mustafa lives in Jakarta. Thank you so much, Mustafa, to give your time with us to share about your life, and especially Afghanistan now. Every time in the news, so we have so much to learn from you. Thank you. So that is Mustafa.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Next one
Okay.
is, yes. Next one
Oh,
is
okay.
Bapak Bilal Ahmadiyah.
Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, my name
Waalaikumsalam.
is Bilal. I'm a missionary of Ahmadiyya Muslim community, and I live now in Jakarta, especially in Gunung Kidul. Jadi salah satu atau tiket Gunung Kidul. Okay, I think
Yes.
enough.
Oke. Pak Bilal juga terkenal sebagai mubalik dari Ahmadiyah, and I said that Bilal is also Muslim scholars or preacher from Ahmadiyah. Recently, there is a violence to Ahmadiyah community in Indonesia. This is a very big mistake for us as Indonesian. While we are struggling with pandemic, but there is some people who destroy Ahmadiyah community. So Pak Bilal will be here with us to share his story as Ahmadiyah community, especially about his struggling, about his identity, and his contribution to Indonesia. Terima kasih Pak Bilal, thank you so much. And another one we have Elsa Uka Pinto. Okay. Hi Uka. Hi. Okay. Uka is from Timor Leste. beautiful country in Timor Leste, in Dili, in the capital city. I need to read. I need to read your chat, Uka. Okay, Uka, maybe you can tell us what time is there and what is the weather.
So it's 5:25 in the evening here.
Oh,
It's very warm here and a little bit windy outside.
windy. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my internet connection might drop at any time, so
Okay.
I may need to turn off my video later on.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, so this is Uka, Elsa Uka Pinto. We call her Uka. Uka. She is a research assistant and training facilitator at the Peace and Conflict Studies Center under the National University of Timor-Leste. She was a youth ambassador at the UNTL, the university in Timor-Leste, and also Victoria University, a conference in 2019. She initiated the Circle of Peace program in Timor-Leste. She holds Master in International Community Development for Victoria University, Australia. And this is one of her message. She believes in the power of story sharing for trauma healing and peace building. One of her story would be about how the Indonesian military at the time did bad things to people in Timor, and Uka at the time was 13. Was you were teenager?
Ya, 13
Yeah.
tahun ya.
Yeah, 12 tahun, and then she gone through trauma and violence and war during at that time, and she will tell us how she went through and how she find peace within herself, and also now has a program called Peace Circle in Timor-Leste with Initiative of Change. Thank you, Uka, for being with us today. Okay, last one. Actually, we are still waiting for Ibu Sinta from Yogyakarta. I think she will come soon, I hope. She is leader of the Pesantren Waria in Yogyakarta. And recently she received award from Ireland, as she is able to defend her community from the discrimination from the people in Yogyakarta. And even though she got many negative stigma from the society, she stand up for what is right and for the human right. So that's why it's so important to listen to her story. Okay, while waiting for 2 minutes, can we have another video, Ferry, about candlelight, while I'll be arranging the breakout room?
Okay, wait a minute.
How many times I've backed away, so often afraid. Told others I'd be counted on and left them all betrayed. I said there's nothing I can do in a world that's turned so sad, where the hope of freedom is fading by the hour. But it's better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. Better to let its bright light shine. but few voices, many roads for us to take. A few make choices. Will we always wait till it seems too late and things seem all but lost? Afraid to leave the shadows, afraid to face the cost. It's better to light one candle than to cast one night. Better to let its bright light show where you stand. Like the coming of a new dawn, and hope will be born from that small flame in your hand. But if you stand up and leave your fears behind, leave your fears behind. Show the light for all those who are blind. It was spread from man to man, from man to man, cannot be ignored. The spirit of God is the candle of the Lord. Light one candle and to cast more darkness. Better to let its bright light show where you stand. For it's glowing out the dark night, like the coming of a new dawn, and hope will be born from that small flame in your hand.
Okay, thank you. So, okay. Alright. So now we are going to have a breakout room. Speaker number 1 will be Pak Bilal from Ahmadiyah in Indonesia. Oh, sudah masuk? Oke. Oke, welcome Ibu Sinta. Oke. Oh, oke. Desi Putri, can I check? Oh, belum. Oke. Alright then. I think Ibu Sinta can be in the second session, Desi ya. So now our breakout room session number 1, we will have a speaker with Pak Bilal about his life as Ahmadiyah community, and it will be delivered in Bahasa Indonesia. And then second speaker in breakout room 2 will be with Uka from Timor Leste. She will speak in English. So you can choose which one do you like to hear a story from our both speakers. So you can choose in the breakout room. In a minute I will open. Okay, can you see the breakout room? You can just click join. Okay, welcome back. Okay, is my voice okay, Mustafa? Do you hear okay? Okay. Alright, so okay, before going to the next breakout room, can we hear a 1 minute wrap up or resume, conclusion or sharing from each group, from breakout room with Uka and breakout room with Bilal? Please, 1 person, 1 minute. Anyone? Okay. Okay. Alright then, I'd like to give appreciation to Uka Pinto from Timor-Leste, who shared with us about her story finding peace especially during the war, during the violence in Timor-Leste with Indonesian military at the time. And Uka now is still on the process to find healing, and this is also a call to action for us Indonesian younger generation to have understanding and to look at to the history, especially between Indonesia and Timor-Leste. Thank you, Uka. And I'd like to also give appreciation to Pak Bilal.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Pak Bilal, thank you so much for sharing with us about Ahmadiyah and about your story, struggling being Ahmadiyah in Indonesia. And I believe there are so many people are standing up with you for what is right and to continue to make Indonesia a better place and a home for everyone. Okay. Can we give reaction to Uka and Pak Bilal? Please give reaction to them.
Huda, I think I need to say that I'm still processing all that Uka said because it's deeply moving, very powerful. And I think she's a legend and so wonderful to have met her because she set an example and she continues peace work as well. So it's really become her life. And yeah, so thank you so much, Uka. It was really moving. I'll be thinking more about it later tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daya. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay. Okay, we are going to the next story. We have Ibu Sinta and also Mustafa will share with us about their story. Okay, can we have Ibu Sinta and Mustafa on the spotlight, please? Okay, Ibu Sinta, selamat sore. Welcome, Ibu.
Selamat sore semuanya.
Okay, good to have you, Ibu Sinta. And
Yeah.
also Mustafa. So Ibu Sinta will share in bahasa Indonesia, akan bercerita dalam bahasa Indonesia tentang pengalamannya, terutama membela pesantren dan membela teman-teman transpuan. Ibu Sinta bersama teman-temannya di Jogja mendirikan pesantren waria Al-Fatah di Kota Gede Yogyakarta. Dan Ibu Sinta Ratri menerima penghargaan sebagai pembela hak asasi manusia dari Frontline Defenders, organisasi internasional untuk perlindungan pembela HAM yang berbasis di Irlandia. Ibu Sinta just got award from International Frontline Defenders, International Human Rights in Ireland. Thank you, Ibu. We will be shortly in the breakout room. And I already introduced everyone about Mustafa. So soon we will be in the breakout room. Okay, Ibu Sinta and Mustafa, you will have 20 minutes to share your story and 10 minutes for question and answer. Enjoy, everyone.
Terima kasih.
Silakan, Ibu. Alright, welcome back, friends.
Your voice is so big, Mr. Huda. Check your voice.
Check.
Hello.
Yeah.
Lower it down.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's kind of fuzzy. Kinda.
Okay.
That's worse.
That's
Sorry,
Okay.
I get that.
that's worse.
Oh, can't do that.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. That's okay.
Alright. Okay, good. I hope everyone enjoy in the breakout room. I was wondering what happened in the breakout room. Can one person from each breakout room share a little bit what is happening there? Maybe some of you, this is your first time hearing the story from our speakers.
I think we need another hour with Mustafa because his story, we have lots of questions and I don't know how that's going to happen.
Okay.
He's sharing his details for us to connect. I think we've only heard half the story.
That's right.
It's an amazing story, and I think he himself said it's a horror story. It's a terrible story, and no one needs to go through what he has gone through. His spirit is amazing, and yet I think it's a continuous story. So, yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you,
Thank
Daya.
you guys for listening. Yeah, maybe 30 minutes. Another 30 minutes would be fine, but yeah, long story.
Okay, then we
don't
can.
have time for a question and answer.
All right. So later we can have another second chapter of a story with Mustafa. Okay, inshallah we will arrange it. Okay. What about breakout room with Ibu Shinta? Can a person from that group share with us?
Yeah, that's all right.
Alifah, you want to share with us how is it the experience in your breakout room?
Ibu Sinta share a very powerful story, Kahuda and all. She was sharing her story for Pondok Pesantren Waria, for pesantren for transgender people in Indonesia, and how she and her friends and her community fight and gain trust from the Muslim community, especially to make the pesantren operate in Yogyakarta. And right now we can support as a human being, Kahuda and friends, by giving her support. Right now they need teacher for IT and also for English. Yeah, maybe we can support if if it's possible. And it is a really powerful and inspirative story from Ibu Sinta.
Wow. Okay, great.
Go to Jogja.
Okay. Okay, can we invite our speaker of Mustafa, Ibu Sinta, Uka, and Pak Bilal on the spotlight? Good. Okay. So Mustafa just said in the chat room about his number as well as their links, what he is doing in Jakarta. Okay, is Pak Bilal still around? Pak Bilal masih ada? Uka still, I think. Okay.
Yes, I'm still here.
All right, Pak. Okay. Okay. So thank you so much, friends, Mustafa, for your story. I think from what we heard, we need more time to hear your story. And it's so good that last weekend I met Mustafa and I tested his bakery for IFC meeting. So I hope oh okay, okay. You prepare all the talks. Oh, okay. So that's his chapter, friends. Okay. Okay, Mustafa. We can arrange another time to listen to your story. Okay. Thank you so much. Terima kasih kepada Ibu Sinta Ratri yang juga sudah berbagi cerita, Ibu. Ini teman-teman muda-muda Ibu Sinta, terutama dari Jakarta dan dari Jogja. Apalagi Ibu ya. Pokoknya ini baru banget, isu-isu yang baru-baru. Terima kasih Ibu Sinta sudah mau berbagi dengan anak-anak muda di sini. Semoga berlanjut silaturahimnya, pemahaman kita, sehingga kita bisa saling menyayangi, saling menghormati dan bekerja sama seperti yang Ibu contohkan pada kita ini. Oke. Pak Jasmine, you want to say something? You want to speak to Ibu Sinta? Oke. Ada pesan dari Jasmine Singapore ini, Bu. Please convey to Ibu Sinta, I'm willing to teach English online. If she wants, let me know, Ibu. Jadi ada tamu kita dari Singapura yang mau bersedia untuk mengajar bahasa Inggris online, Ibu. Nanti kita kontak Ibu, kita sambungkan dengan Pak Jasmine dari Singapura.
Iya, alhamdulillah, terima kasih. Mungkin ini nanti bisa ada kelas online karena yang ingin belajar bahasa Inggris tidak hanya saya, tapi juga kawan-kawan yang lain. Jadi nanti ada 8 atau nanti bisa mengikuti lewat Zoom begitu.
Baik, Bu. Oke. Nanti kita sambungkan ke Jasmine. Jasmine, do I have your contact address, email, so that we can exchange and follow up? Okay. Okay, before we close our session, I'd like to give 1 minute each to our speakers today, and then we can finish our session. Jadi silahkan masing-masing pembicara untuk memberikan 1 menit closing statementnya sebelum kita akhiri. Apakah Ibu Sinta mau duluan? Silahkan, Bu.
Baik, terima kasih. Pada dasarnya untuk menghadirkan perdamaian kepada orang sekitar kita adalah dimulai dari diri kita sendiri. Bagaimana kita berdamai dengan diri sendiri, dan kemudian bagaimana kita memperoleh pengakuan dan dukungan itu yang kemudian bisa menghadirkan rasa aman dan nyaman untuk tetap melakukan kegiatan selama kita masih percaya bahwa Tuhan selalu hadir ketika kita melakukan sesuatu yang benar. Itu saja, terima kasih.
Terima kasih Ibu Sinta. Mustafa? Mustafa, you are still muted.
All right. So I would say sharing is the most crucial part for anyone who is willing to overcome their difficulties, their past difficulties, their current difficulties. By sharing, you think you know everything. You think you're smart. You think you have a lot of information with you. But when it comes to it, when you realize that you're not able to move any forward just because you have a lot of problems, also doesn't mean you are right. Just as, yeah, I mean, so what I'm trying to say is, when at the beginning, the first ever time that I really opened up about my hardships, my difficulties in life was in the LMC course. I cried like a baby. Oh my God, I couldn't stop sobbing. I mean, all the hate, all the anger, all the suffering, all the regrets holding in my chest, I released it at once and exploded. I couldn't talk. So after that, I learned a valuable lesson that, yeah, I mean, you don't have to carry all the burden by yourself. Just by sharing what you're going through, what you have in your mind, what is stopping you, what is blocking you from going forward. Just sharing that helps you release from the shackles that you've been holding yourself in your head. Human beings are limitless. It's our only limit is our imagination. That's what I think. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Wow, what a powerful. Mustafa, you see, we have Cheryl and Rob Wood here. Can you speak, Rob and Cheryl? See them?
Thank you very much.
Hello, Papa dear. Papa dear, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. And
You were listening as well.
And very glad to hear another part of your story. We only got chapters 1 and 2 when we were at the Life Direction program. So tonight was a wonderful continuation. Thank you for your deep sharing. Really appreciate it. And great to see you again.
Yes.
Great to see you guys as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Terima
Huda.
kasih.
Thank you.
Muted.
You're muted, brother.
Okay, sorry. Can we hear from Uka and Pak Bilal?
Okay, maybe I just want to say thank you for IOFC for this invitation at this moment, and I can sharing what Ahmad is feeling about the tragedy, and then I hope if you want to know about Ahmadiyya, please you come to Ahmadi person or Ahmadi mosque in several countries, and then please don't listen from the others who didn't understand what Ahmadi is. Okay, maybe that's thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Pak Bilal, for sharing and being with us this afternoon. Is Uka still around? Okay, I think already left. All right, so thank you so much, everyone. I think that there is a request if people are happy to have a picture together, as this is our tonight we still have last session with Pak Habib, our advisors, about sustainable peace and eco-justice, about our environments, especially in Indonesia, and also with Henny de Poos from the Netherlands. Okay, let's have a picture together so that we can have a memory to remember, and also for us to put it in our website, as we are campaigning about peace, inclusive tolerance, and especially this afternoon we hear about beautiful souls from everyone and who are coming together in this session. Alifa, do you like to take it? Can you take it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone ready? Yes. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I think that's enough.
Okay, I think there is one person raise hand. You have 30 seconds.
Okay, bye. Hi everyone, I'm Nenden. So nice to meet you all, guys. In the spirit of IOFC, we all come together to listen. And Ibu Sinta, saya Nenden dari IOFC Indonesia. Saya senang sekali bisa bergabung, luar biasa sekali. Sekarang IOFC menjadi sangat multicultural, semuanya bersatu di IOFC gitu. Jadi semoga pandemi ini segera selesai Jadi saya bisa ke Jogja untuk ngasih sesi khusus untuk ibu dan teman-teman di pesantren karena di
Amin.
IOFC ada program namanya Sekolah Rekonsiliasi.
Oh iya
Jadi
iya.
kami ada kelas untuk healing, untuk membantu teman-teman semuanya bisa lebih menemukan inner peace, Ibu. Gitu.
Iya.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, friends. Have a great day. Sleep well. People are in Melbourne, in Canada, not in Canada, in Dubai. Ya, terima kasih. Bye bye.
Good night.
See you later. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening and thank you for sharing, guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Very encouraging.